I'm Jeremy from Fusion Podcast. And I want to play a ditty from a fellow Texan from Texas named Charlie Cope. The song, Putting Myself Through. We also have a podcast with the gentleman. And we got a little treat for you guys and girls at the end of the podcast. Fusion, yeehaw.
Hurts of violations and trials and tribulations. Every little small thing wish I could do with you. Waiting on your FaceTime call, but there ain't really no time at all. Gotta get up and gone in a few. Roadshow is a lonely place and my wheels keep on spinning out on the interstate. All I see is your face in the clouds, and they are thinning. Now I'm driving the other way. Don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for what I do, but why does it gotta keep me away from you? Sing your songs all night long, but I gotta keep on keeping on. That's what I'm putting myself through. Song and make it better because I'm coming home soon. A few more bloodshot eyes and stages and all too familiar changes, and on to Dallas, and that means I'm one day closer to you. Don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for what I do, but why does it gotta keep me away from you? Sing your songs all night long, but I gotta keep on keeping on. Look what I'm putting myself through. Oh, oh, look what I'm putting myself through.
Nope.
Alrighty, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Fusion fam, what's going on?
Shoot, I'm Jeremy.
And this is Chad.
And this is Fusion. Ha! And we got a special guest here today. Normally, we used to do music. We ain't did music in a very long time.
Yeah.
It's been like a year, I think.
Yeah.
And today, we got a special guest.
Yes, we do. And that will be, well, I don't have a drum roll. Sorry. But this is our ghetto drum roll. Do what we gotta do. This is Charlie Cope. How you doing,
What's going on, Mr. Cope?
I'm good, thank you. How are y'all?
They're doing
Right, man.
pretty good.
All right.
Good.
Shoot,
Not too
man.
bad.
So, actually, so he's a country singer, guys.
Yeah.
And first mentioned that.
Yeah.
And what got you into country music? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I started off with country music. You know, I'm from Texas.
Okay.
So it's pretty big down here.
Yeah.
I started off with like really old school stuff. So like
Okay.
you know, like Johnny Cash was big, Chris Christopherson, Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson.
Okay.
And I got as I got older, in high school, I started listening to like classic rock. And with that, I started listening to like folk music. And then I eventually found Americana music, which is what I sing now. It's not a very popular genre, so a lot of people just call me country or rock or folk. Depends on what show they see or what song they listen to.
Yeah.
But and Americana, you know, is basically just like everything old school kind of put together and mixed together in a pot, you know. Everything old school, you know. So a lot of times I get people telling me, "Oh man, my parents love your music," or "My grandparents love your music." Yeah,
Like, oh, thank you.
yeah.
Right.
It's almost like a cute girl too. I'm like, do you love my
What
music?
about you? What about you? You like it? What's up?
Yeah. I ain't doing anything after the show. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to your music, man. You're like now that you explain it, you're like a musical chameleon. Because I was trying to, when you first hear something, you're trying to kind of place it into a box to kind of get a grasp of it. I'm like, man, this guy is like, these guys everywhere, but I like it, man. Really
you got some dope stuff, man. Because you be like slow right here, upbeat right here, old school even right here.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, this man is everywhere. So you're very diverse, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
As an artist, So I'm like, damn, this he's the shit.
Real diversity in artists, man.
Yeah.
Never stand stagnant.
Yeah, Americana is such a broad genre. Maybe because it's not used a whole lot. And usually people think of like just a dude with an acoustic guitar. But it's just basically everything old school. So I took something new, and I took like the Temptations, James Brown, old school soul kind of thing with my song Putting Myself Through. And there's more on the album. Waller County was pretty country, and
I was just hearing this morning on the way to his house, and I was like, this is, man, I can feel that country, man. I dig it, man. It's pretty dope.
I try to get with this album, I try to get a bunch, like I try to reach the boundaries of what Americana music can mean. So country here, rock here, soul here, and try to put a little bit of those all together into one song as well.
Man, that's cool. I dig it, man.
Yeah.
What's the name of your album? So everybody can know. What's the name of your album?
Americana and Whatever's Left, and it comes out September 3rd.
Oh,
September
okay.
3rd,
So
right.
what was your inspiration behind this album?
Oh, I can't say too much. My bosses, my promoters do dictate a lot of what I say.
Okay.
Hey, whatever you can say.
Yeah, whatever you can say. We don't want to get you in trouble.
So I wrote this album. I actually wrote it in 2019, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So because it takes so long to actually make an album.
Yeah.
So it was all true stories. I've written about 1,500 to 2,000 songs, and I've noticed that all my best songs are true stories, or based off true stories. And because I believe you have to have a lot of heart and soul in what you're doing, and I guess with true stories I can put more oomph into it.
Okay.
So this album is a bunch of true stories put together, and I didn't want it to just be a bunch of random true stories. I wanted it to be more like one novel, and each song is more like a chapter.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, those beautiful words. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Singles out so far, of course, is just like not random chapters, but they're not necessarily in order right now, because there's 6 of the singles out, and there's 14 songs on the album.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man.
Yeah, breaking down never felt so good, man. Songs classic, man. It's really, it's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one.
That's a good one, man.
That one is so hard to play because it's so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have fun, but if you ever see us live playing it, like because you're just like this for 5 minutes, it's just and like the tambourine, if you see my drummer play the tambourine, he's just he's just for 5 minutes trying to when we play it live, it goes a little bit longer, so he's just running a mile a minute on that thing.
It's like you have a workout on one song. Damn.
Oh yeah, we get a workout with every show.
That's cool, man. I was gonna ask you. Shoot. Darn.
Well, okay, so I'll go. So, listen to your music, man. So, a little thing about me and Jeremy. Me and Jeremy have known each other since high school.
Yeah.
We both were in the band in high school, so we like music. We like a lot of music. The instrumentation in your music, man, is really, really nice, man. It's really refreshing to hear.
I appreciate it.
So with that, what helped you develop your love for music? And I mean, we know you're talking about what inspired you to be a country singer, but like your actual instrumentation, man, is really, really.
Yeah, because I was this morning when I got here, and I was talking to Chad's wife, because I listened to like a lot of your songs on the way here, and I'm like, wow, I'm a big fan of what you do. you let it breathe, or some people like, I guess in hip hop, let it ride. So you'll sing, you sing your verses and all that good stuff. Dope. First of all, dope lyrics. Cause like, I'm like, you're not just saying stuff. So and I hear the story and I can see it.
Yeah.
But like, even when, you do like the hook and all that stuff, you let it breathe. You let like the harmonica have a solo, the fiddle have a solo, the guitar. And I love that. Yep. And I'm not like the biggest country music listener, but like with your stuff, I was like, yo, he let that bad boy breathe. And I'm a fan of that. I am.
Good music is good music, man.
Yeah, good music is good music. It is what it is with that. In my opinion, good music is good music. It was like, what is your inspiration behind that? What's like, yo, okay, I know freaking Charlie Cope, baby. I am the centerpiece. But you're like, yo, but check this out. You know what I mean?
The other guys.
Yeah.
I love the other guys, man. Yeah. The other guys are amazing. Yeah. I'm a UNT student, University of North Texas. Okay. And it's a really big music school, and they have like a huge jazz program. So people from like all over the world come here just for the jazz program.
Wow.
And there's I was lucky enough to work with some of the top of the line musicians from around here, and some of them have already graduated. I mean, there's 1 O'Clock Lab Band members on this album, which are a Grammy winning band.
Oh, nice.
I've got some top of the line guys working on this. Yeah. It took forever to get them, but and it wasn't just because, like, okay, he's an amazing saxophone player, let's give him a solo. Even though true, he's an amazing saxophone player and he needs a solo, but that's not why we gave it to him. Everything in the album, whether it's like noticeable or not, is symbolic for something. It does mean something. So and really, and this is all, a huge art project, really. So everything, without meaning is just decoration. Yeah. And it's not really what I wanted to do with this album. This being my big debut album, and I wanted to make it meaningful, and I wanted to make it heartfelt. So every note, every beat, everything has a meaning, it has a symbolism behind it. And some of the things I'm not allowed to talk about, I'm not allowed to say. Some things I am. I have like a list of the symbolic things that I am allowed to say. And then, because we're supposed to have like a bunch of like readers and critics and everything, have their own views and everything like that.
Oh, cool.
And like breaking down Never Felt So Good when you were talking about, which is really something I've never really heard too much of with like bluegrass and rock and roll, and maybe a little bit of country in there as well. Yeah. That was pretty Americana.
Yeah.
That tambourine roll, that pop in the beginning, and at the end of the choruses, that's supposed to represent like a timer.
A timer,
so like, really?
Yeah. So it's I don't like an egg timer. It's hard to explain because I've never actually explained it in person. The whole song is about like getting back together with somebody that you shouldn't be.
Yeah. And
like you're basically like saying, screw it, let's get together. Screw it, let's ditch class, go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like just like looking at each other, you're talking, and then you like the timer's just clicking down, ding, 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 bing, and
that's
screw it, let's go. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Screw math class.
Yeah.
Let's get back together, and I've got a motel room waiting. That sort of thing.
I've never heard that in instrumentation or music. That is the most clever thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. And I mean, like I said, we were in band class, and we had like some serious, directors.
Yeah.
And I've never heard any. Hell, my brother make music too, and I've never heard anybody, who had a band class or did music go, this particular instrument is a timer of certain things. Yeah. I was like, that's a dope thing to hear. Holy shit. That's magic, man. You create magic.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and like What About You, which is easily the most famous song, which is more of like a rock song.
Yeah. That was good as well.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that song, from a musician standpoint, is it's just wild. So it's in the key of C major,
Yeah.
sort of, not really. And well, it was written to be a purpose that way on purpose. So usually songs in the key of C major, they start with the chord C major, and they end with the chord C major.
Mhm.
And this, it starts and ends with F, which makes it kind of like a mixolydian thing, which makes it like it never finishes, kind of like it's
Yeah.
like it's a run-on sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And so it's kind of to like show anxiety.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, because it's about like a young relationship. It is the first song on the album, so it's like very on the younger side and more youthful, and like trying to figure out a relationship, you know. And it's about like an impending breakup. You can feel it's coming. You don't know why it's coming, and you're trying to, what can I do? You know, I still love you. What about you? You know. But I actually didn't tell the musicians that. I orchestrated the other musicians so that like the violin and the electric guitar, the lead guitar, they would actually play in the key of C major instead of, you know, the mixolydian. So they would actually in their notes start and end the notes, or most of them, with C, so that their solos wouldn't necessarily sound anxious and worrisome. It would actually sound more put together since it's at the end of the album, end of the song, sorry. And it's like they're figuring it out. So if you listen, you can hear it go from the end. It's more and more so ending on C notes and making C chords.
I'm about to go back and listen to this again.
Yeah, we got to now. It's like, oh, there it is, you know.
Yeah,
cool, man.
I mean, there is so many stuff like that on here. I mean, I wasn't even able to tell the band about these stuff, because I wanted it to get really authentic. I didn't say, all right, this is why you're doing this. I wanted them to do it from their point of view. And like, all right, we tweak it to get what I mean artistically, but now you've also put in your own perspective, especially since these musicians are all older than me and just way better musicians than I am.
Dang, okay. So tell us the process of, like, you know, just a song on an album, if you know, like what, well, I mean, I guess the inspiration and the process of how to curate the song, just any old song. You don't have to tell me like a specific song, just a song of charliecope.
Well, this album I actually wrote in a section. I think it was Michael Jackson or it was Prince or somebody that said that they would only they would write and distribute only 10% of their songs. That's what would make it on the albums. And I figured, you know, I'm no Prince. Prince, you know. So I wanted 12 songs on the album. I now have 14. And I wanted to put the top 1% of songs. So I wrote 1,200 songs.
Dang.
For this particular album?
Yes, for this album.
So you got stuck in a boat now. Jesus. Wow.
Yeah. So I was working day and night at one point because I did procrastinate on it a little bit. I was writing 10 songs a day.
Man.
Sometimes more. It was my first semester in college, so it went from this like August, a little bit after the first semester. So it was like, I don't know, mid-January I actually finished. And so I'm actually in the UNT practice rooms right now. So I would make sure that there was no background noise or anything for the show.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. And it's move-in weekend at my apartment building, so there's like everybody's making noise, all the neighbors are moving in. So I wrote all these songs and I rewrote them and rewrote them and rewrote them, and I arranged them to make this perfect story, which is all a completely true story, other than a few minor details, like name changes, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Of course.
You gotta do that.
Yeah, don't be Taylor Swift and everybody.
Yeah, don't want anybody to come up to your concert. You talk about me in your song?
Oh, I have people still do that. They think it's about them. And a lot of times I don't have the heart to tell them it's not. It's
make it feel a little
like,
special.
I can't believe you wrote this song for me. That's so beautiful.
Like, oh
yeah,
sure, Slugger. Yeah, just for you.
Just for you. I like it. But you know, this whole album, it was a very tedious project, and I did it. I finished right before COVID happened. I finished in January of 2020.
Oh,
So
right on time.
I would have had all the time in the world to do it.
Oh, man.
But it's all right. It worked out for the best. Yeah. So I got with the backing band, and we actually did guerrilla recordings, which basically means like we just recorded on my iPhone, so I could hear how it sounds with the band instead of just me on acoustic guitar. Because that's how I wrote 90% of these. Some of them I did like on the piano or whatever. And that also took a while because I had to write song charts out for them and everything, and had to pick which ones I thought were the best. I remember having a conversation with my drummer. I'm like, well, I got it down to 50. Yeah. But it was a very slow and tedious process. That's why it takes me so long to actually make an album, make a good quality album. And we picked the best ones, and I got their what they thought as well. And like my drummer, he really liked the rhythm of one of the songs, Geronimo, that never made it. And I was like, okay, well, I've got another song that maybe the rhythm doesn't work so well. Let me put that rhythm onto this rhythm. Excuse me, I can't talk today. On the rhythm of this song. I played a show last night. It ran late. I tried to stay up all night working last night, and I fell asleep on accident just a couple of hours ago. And then I woke up. I was like, oh my God, I fell asleep. I gotta go. So I'm sorry if I don't sound that great or look that great.
No, you sound good, man.
You sound very energetic.
Yeah.
I
would have never guessed that.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I might be used to it at this point. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah.
But I just had to make sure they were, these songs were the best I could possibly do. So I worked on them day and night, writing and rewriting and making sure that they were perfect. I mean, there was even things that we rewrote in the studio, which I would not recommend doing.
Yeah, no.
But I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I never realized it was actually on the song Big River to Cross, which is a really big band song. It's definitely one of my favorites on the record. And I was like, man, first of all, I don't think anyone's really going to understand too much about the song, looking deep into it. Let's throw another verse on there. And he's like, I don't know how we're going to be able to do that. Most of your band has already left. I was like, I got this. And we just, I called the drummer in, and I called the bass and the guitar player in. I was like, okay, I got you. I'll just play on the piano and make it work, bring it down a lot.
Yeah.
And I wrote that whole, if you listen to Big River to Cross after the album comes out, that last verse I wrote in the studio, and it's one of my favorites because it's so deep. That section right there is just so deep and meaningful. I said, okay, let's put aside all of the subtleties about the story behind this particular song, and like, screw it, we're just gonna say what happened. Yeah.
Okay. Getting real.
80% of it, yeah.
Yeah, getting real.
I can't say too much, 80% of it,
Yeah.
And so I feel like everyone listening will just be like, okay, this is a good song, cool saxophone solos and all that sort of thing. And then you listen to the end and you're just like, oh, fuck. Like, oh, that went deep, But it was a lot of hard work. I've been working on this for years.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Man, that's good. I can't wait, man. September 3rd. I'm definitely going to be checking that out. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm very excited and nervous.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't even imagine. Like, I'm getting nervous about doing a podcast. I just imagine you're about to, because I feel like when you do music, you're bearing your heart and soul. Like, especially with you, it's all so personal, and you're gonna just put that out there for everyone to hear. I can imagine that's like nerve-wracking.
And there are stories in this album that I haven't told any other living soul, so that's very
yeah, you're vulnerable to the son of a gun, man. Dang.
Yeah, so that's a nerve-wracking thing right there.
Yeah.
But it's all good. And this album, I know it's not out yet, but the singles leading up to it have done they've been so successful. I had no idea that would happen, and I'm only 20 years old. I had no idea that, I guess I was probably 19 at the time. I'd get on the charts, here in Texas and the States and, England and Germany. And,
Man.
I had no idea that stuff would happen. And so if that happened with the singles, I can, and my team and I were working even harder now, and there's more of us now. So
Yeah.
I just to get higher up on those charts and more of them and more radio play and streams. And it's insane. Just the fans that have listened and have requested me in radio and, all that the thing. It's been amazing.
Well, congratulations on all that, man. It sounds awesome, man. Keep it going. Keep it going.
It is a little nerve-wracking when you realize, Charlie, a couple thousand people have listened to you today. That's a little nerve-wracking.
Like, wait, what, me?
Yeah.
Crazy. So you're touring right now, right?
I actually just got off a tour.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the name of the tour?
It was the Americana and Whatever's Left acoustic.
Oh, okay.
The album
Name
tour,
of the album,
okay.
okay. So
We've been calling it AWOL for short.
Oh, nice.
that's dope. I love it. So how was that, man? The experience, and tell us where you went to, and funny stories about it if you got any.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I've got a lot. Some of them maybe aren't the best stories. Well, y'all said I could cuss. Okay, so maybe.
Maybe you be comfortable.
So I just stayed in Texas because of COVID. COVID's a lot more lenient here, and I also I didn't want to, in the events that I did catch it and I didn't know I caught it or anything like that, I wanted to be extra safe and extra careful as much as I possibly could, and kind of quarantine myself to the state of Texas. I know that's a huge quarantine bubble, but
it's a big bubble.
Yeah, and of course, that's where most of our fans are, or at least most of our fans in the States are. So it was just an acoustic tour in Texas, and I played just about every major city in Texas other than El Paso and Corpus Christi and Galveston. But I have never been to Lubbock that I can remember other than like a school trip.
Yeah.
I went and played, Buddy Holly Avenue, which I dreamed about playing since I was a kid. And I got there to this, awesome music venue, and up on the marquee, it says Charlie Pride.
I don't.
That ain't me, bro.
That's wrong, Charlie.
Yeah, wrong Charlie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who Charlie Pride is.
I know.
I do. Charlie Pride,
Yeah. Come on, man. You told him to do it. It's cool.
Yeah, that's all.
People
have gotten my name wrong in the marquee so many times. I've gotten Charlie Coke, Charlie Cop, Charlie Kelp.
Surprised you get Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I know. That's the one you're supposed to get.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that one yet, but we'll see. Yeah,
right. That's gonna be a day.
At that show, I actually thought, well, maybe it's not me. Maybe there's like a Charlie Pride tribute band or something on after them or something.
Right.
So a lot of the people that came out, they thought Charlie Cope was probably moved to a different day, and there was a Charlie Pride tribute band. So people kept requesting Charlie Pride songs that night, and there's only so many I know, so I was just trying to think my way through them.
That's funny.
Wow.
That's funny.
Googling them during the break. What's the freaking words is,
That's funny.
Oh man, that's cool, man. Shooting for the hill, bro.
Yeah.
That sounds cool as shit.
That's when the best work happens sometimes.
Yeah, really. Making diamonds with pressure, bro.
Do what?
So you making diamonds with pressure.
So much of my show is improv, actually.
Oh, wow.
So when you listen to the songs on the album and you go see me live, like I said, Breaking Down Never Felt So Good, we'll usually play that live for like 5 minutes.
Oh, man.
Everybody gets a freaking solo on that one live, and we'll do everything, kind of like the Grateful Dead. We'll do everything a little bit different. We might do, I know we were talking about country music earlier. I might do a country version of What About You one night, or I might do a rock and roll version of Waller County one night, and I might mix it up and put multiple songs together or whatever. I'll try to make it different so that people have a reason to come out. can't. It's not just I can listen to him on my phone. I don't need to go out. No, you definitely want to go out. It's a show. And
that's good. I like that. I like the musicians like when they have their songs and it's like, okay, like you said, I listen to this song all the time. I hear it. I want to go hear the song, but it's always good to get that surprise. It's like, wait, he's switching it up like that. Like you said with Waller County, like you rocked it out like that. That'd be pretty dope to hear. I can imagine.
I bet.
It's definitely different.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
We'll also do like I'll have people from the stands, especially if it's like a smaller show, because I can actually see the people.
Yeah.
Or hear them. They'll just shout out random words. I'll say anything that's not food. I can't sing about food anymore.
No.
Any word that's not food and any letter between A and G, and that'll be the key of the song. And they'll usually give me H. Whatever, I'll work with it.
Yeah. If they're saying I don't know what it is anyway.
Right.
But that'll be the key to the song, and that word, that'll be what the song's, that'll be the song, title. So, and I'll just write a song on the spot, and me and the band will jam something. Last night I played in Salina, Texas.
Okay.
And I guess it was a family-friendly place, and that's cool. It's just a little different. And so there's a bunch of kids that were really into it, and their parents were sitting down around on the tables and everything, and just like in a one-man acoustic show last night. And all these kids wanted me to sing about their pets because I started doing it, and one kid said something about their pet, so everybody needed me to sing about their pets. So like a half hour, trying to, all right, blues, and one kid's like, no, play jazz. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. This, all right, a jazz song about Spike the Lizard. Yeah, we got it. So, that was. It's definitely my live shows are definitely something you don't want to miss.
That's dope, man. That's a talent for sure.
Yeah, next time you come to Houston, man, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I'll check you out, man.
I'm actually from Brookshire. You know Brookshire?
Yeah.
Yeah, out by Katy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Houston are y'all from?
I'm in Spring right now.
Yeah, and
I'm about to move. I'm about to move soon, but yeah, I'm in Spring.
Yeah, and I'm in Tomball.
I used to play in Spring and Tomball all the time. I just played there on tour.
Oh man,
you missed out.
Yeah.
But I will let y'all know when I'm in town next year. I can't tell the fans that are listening when I'm in town. We haven't released those dates to the public yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll let you know once we get off.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
I've already got a spring gig booked.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Too. All right, making stuff happen, man.
Yeah, making it happen.
20 years old, making dope music, doing.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're living the dream, brother.
Yeah, you are.
Dream.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be playing, 100 shows a year by the age of 20.
Damn.
Wow.
How do you do it, man? You ain't tired? I mean, like right now, you're like,
And he's in college. You're in college.
And you're in
too.
college.
So
Damn.
you're doing. Oh my gosh.
So you do.
Like I said,
huh?
I only slept like an hour and a half last night, and it was an accident. And I slept, So yeah, I'm exhausted. Yeah.
So do you do just weekends, or have you done just weekends, or do you do during the week? Because like you said, you're in college, you're playing music. Like, how do you balance yourself?
No. Well, sometimes weekend. That's obviously the more popular time that I would play. But especially when I was just starting out, that's usually the only time I could play. They would let me. But now, I play probably around 3 to 5 gigs a week.
Wow.
And I'll also do a bunch of podcast interviews, a lot of radio interviews. And there's meetings, there's PR, there's press, there's stuff every day. So I'm working a lot of 20-hour days.
Oh man, I'm tired.
How do you find the time to? Your body clocked you out last night, man. It's like, nope, you're tired. You're sleeping right now. Go to sleep.
Yeah. When I was on tour, I think, I don't even remember. I was out in Abilene, I think.
Yeah.
I had to wait for 96 hours. That was my limit. I think it was actually like 98. It was like a little over 96 hours.
Oh.
And towards the end of it, I was driving to the next city, to the next gig. And I started hallucinating. My phone started to dance across my dashboard.
Oh.
was like, ooh, this is not good. I couldn't I had to go to a show. So
Dude.
I opened up for Parker McCollum, and if you don't know him, he's a country singer. And
Okay.
even though I'm an Americana singer, I know I power around with a lot of country dudes.
Yeah.
And I never even stuck around to meet him or see his show. I was the opener. I was so exhausted. I was like going home my hotel. Yeah, I'll have a good night. Paycheck, thank you. You'll have a good night. Yes.
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
fun. Well, yeah.
So yeah.
When we were, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, he was So yeah, I have one more question. So as far as what song I really dug was I really thought we'd make it.
Really?
Yes, that was a good one. So
man, I am so happy to hear that.
So So I want to ask. I don't know if you want to get into it or not, but what was your inspiration behind that? Because that was a deep song. It was
so few people and like critical reviews and like anything have said that was their favorite song of all these. So I think it was like 1 in 32 people said they liked this one over the other one. So I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. So that one was, it's actually the second song on the album, so it comes right after What About You? Okay. And so that tune, sorry, I just got like 3 messages from 2 of my agents and 1 of my promoters. So that, yeah, sorry.
Busy man, I understand.
Yeah, you're good. It's all good. So I really thought we make it was it's the second song on the album, and okay, I'll tell you this. This is on one of my things I'm not supposed to say, but screw it. So What About You was the impending breakup. And then right after that is I Really Thought We Make It, which is right after the breakup. And which is something I really liked. I know it's so simple, but I didn't say, never at any point in this album did I say, we broke up and I was sad, or we got back together and I was happy. It was, I can feel it coming. And then the very next song is, man, I sure miss us. Yeah. And I really like that. I never just told, I showed and worked very hard to make sure that I did that. But I really thought we make it. I was a bit of a troublemaker in high school. I was a bit of a loser back then, and I ditched class a lot, and I got in detention. Well, I ditched most of my detention, and she wasn't like that. She was a good girl. She made great grades and all that. And she's out there. She's doing really great things now, and I won't say what she's doing now, but got to keep that on the down low.
Yeah,
that's
of course.
I understand that.
Yeah. But it's that young, youthful, that idea that you think that your girlfriend at 15 or 16 is going to be your wife one day, or you're going to be together forever. Yeah. And also, if you listen to some parts of this album, you're like, really? You really thought you'd make it? Like, that was 15-year-old idea. We're gonna make it, but no way, no. And so that was important that I put it at the beginning of the album. Like, no, there's no chance in hell. Well, actually, I don't know. I was talking to the girl this morning, actually, on the way to do this interview. So I don't know.
Oh man,
I don't fucking know.
Have a song called I think we made it. That's gonna be the next one.
Yeah, I think we made it.
A song back. We doing all right.
Yeah. Oh, a song called "I'll Figure It Out" in the next song. I don't know yet.
She was here for the weekend.
I like that. Yeah.
And she was just here for the weekend,
Appreciate it. But that tune, man, I really like that one. It was more on the Americana side. It was more like the folky side. There was no electric instruments involved in that song. The mandolin solo, I think, is my favorite part of that tune. Steven Sellers on the mandolin. Man, he killed it. I just love the mandolin. I love that sound.
Yeah.
But that was a really deep one. I actually played that in Midland, Texas, when I was opening up for Randall King last year, I think. and I was playing that one, and it wasn't released yet, and people were singing along to it. I was like, oh, holy hell. Like this crowd of 800 people is singing along to my song that's not out yet.
Wow.
This one needs to go on the album.
Well, they were feeling it. They felt it.
You made magic.
Yeah, they felt it in their soul, man.
Yeah. But, that was a big part of it. And I got to mix, folk and a little bit of bluegrass. And like you said, felt it in their soul, a little bit of soul. I love like Etta James and Otis Redding, that sort of thing. And I was able to do a little bit of that sort of thing with my voice in that tune. That was I really like that one, but not too many people agree. I'm glad that you said something about it.
Hey man, like I said before, when it's good, it's good. That was I really love that song.
When it's good, like he said, when it's good music, it's freaking good music. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and like you say, you got people who sing along with you. Excuse me, and the song's not even out. So you just make magic, dude. Keep it going too. Keep making magic, man.
Appreciate it.
You're gonna be somebody I'm like, yo, we actually interviewed this guy back when he was just wearing his baby shoes. Now he got big boy shoes on. He's just doing dope shit.
Like I said, that tour bus outside, that's him.
That's him, So let's get to know more about you besides the music side, man. I mean, I can go on all day about this because, Chad and myself, we love music, and this, it's like talking about like, band stuff for us. Yeah. But because of course we're a podcast about nerd shit. And when we talked earlier, you talking about like you like the MCU universe and everything like that. Yeah. What was your favorite movie, out of all those movies? I mean, if you say Endgame, I get it. Yeah, it was the climax, blah, blah, blah. But like out of all that, from 10 years, what was your favorite movie, man?
Oh man, I don't know. I was really into superheroes when I was a little kid. Okay. I kind of came out of it when I grew up because I didn't want to be like a nerd in school, Now I'm like, I'm cool with it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Great fucking movie. They're funny and they blow shit up and they got hot chick. Like, it's fine. Like, it's great movies.
How could you not?
Everybody's into it. I was just into it too early. But man, I wouldn't say Endgame because I feel like that one just had too much. There's too much going on.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though it was awesome. I don't know, man. I never really thought about it. I like Ant-Man.
Which one? The first Ant-Man or Ant-Man and the Wasp?
If I had to choose one, I'd say the first one. It's just kind of simpler. There's not a whole lot to it, even though I know all the complication stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought their Yellow Jacket character was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
he was this guy in the show House of Cards. He was one of the characters on there. So when I saw him in this movie, I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see him. And I watched it, I'm like, boo! I need Ant-Man to be over. But Ant-Man and the Wasp, oh man, I really like that movie a lot. That was really, I was surprised because it's when you watch all the MCU movies, it's like you have to watch them all. You can't just skip one. So I'm like, when I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, I was like, oh, I gotta go watch this movie. Okay, I guess. And I watched it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, have y'all seen the TV shows or the Disney Plus shows?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All except WandaVision, because I don't have Disney Plus, and you can find the other ones if you look online a little bit.
Yeah, you do a little digging, you can find them. WandaVision, I really like WandaVision. It was different. I feel like I don't know if you feel the same way. Like, I don't think that there could be another season of it. I don't think it will work.
No,
just because it was so unique. I don't think you can. I don't think you can do it. But if you can do your Googles and find it, you should watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of course, I'm a bigger fan of the Falcon Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah,
it just came out. Man. They just chipped the dough down like, "What's up?" Shield stone and people kicking each other's asses, super soldier stuff, blah blah blah. I love it. I loved it. Boy, Winter Soldier is sitting there looking at Falcon's sister like, "Yo, what's up on that?
What's up, girl? I like how you cooking that over there. Let me come on hand help you out real quick." I love
the meme talking about what was that? You ever watch Chappelle's show?
So
remember they had the race draft. So what they did was like, it's like, we the black delegation, we take Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. I was cracking the hell up on that, and I was like, so he invited to the picnic, right?
Yeah. He was definitely at that picnic.
Oh, he was at the picnic.
He was at the picnic, swagged out, man.
Yeah, I like that. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it was a man that back when Winter Soldier, not Winter Soldier, Falcon Winter Soldier was hot, man. Somebody on the internet put that together. I was in tears laughing, man. It was a good TV show. Yeah. Have you seen Loki?
I have, and I liked watching because I watched Winter Soldier kind of late.
Yeah,
I was on the road.
I was there too.
So I liked watching Winter Soldier and then Loki right after.
Okay.
Because it was like, it's just these guys are like, they have like money problems, and they're like one dude, Winter Soldier's, just like dealing with, all this shit from when he was Winter Soldier, and it's just, they're not normal people, of course, but they're more normal than the other Avengers, I would say.
Yeah.
And then you have Loki, who is, in time traveling mischief, and battling gods and that sort of thing. That side by side was kind of cool. At least I thought.
Yeah.
It's the way I look at that.
Definitely pretty cool contrast.
I like that. Yeah, you sure right.
Yeah.
It was slow. I ain't gonna lie with Loki, man. And I stopped at episode 3, and I was like, okay. I think because when I see episode 3, I was drinking a little buzz, and I was going through some stuff at the time, and I was all like, hey man, this I can't right now. And then I got back to it, and then I seen I think you posted stuff, and another friend of mine posted stuff on Facebook, and he was all like, yo, it got better. And I was like, oh man, I gotta jump back.
It started getting real.
Yeah, it got real.
Yeah, started getting real.
And then I was like, when I was off work for a little bit, I said, all right, let's finish the show. It actually got good. It got better. It was actually funny too. Yeah. I was digging that, man. Yeah. Definitely.
I just found it so funny. Loki's so narcissistic. Like he fell in love with himself.
Yo, right?
Man, that was so. It was definitely weird.
Weird. I agree.
But man, that was so cool how they had like Loki, which was this the god of mischief, and he was almost told like every second of his life that he was bad, and he was the evil stepchild, or the evil adopted child, and then in this movie, at the point of like his peak villainy, from the Avengers 2012, he's like, maybe I don't have to be, there's this, there's Sylvie, there's a better version of me. Maybe I can be better as well. I think that's kind of like why he kind of fell for her. Maybe kind of he fell for that person that he could be. Yeah. And then in like the Winter Soldier, it's more like, he was also fighting his demons, and that's why I liked him so much. Yeah. Because I'm a musician. I mean, obviously, you can Google me and you can find out a lot about my my past with, alcohol abuse and drug abuse and all that crap. And so, Winter Soldier, trying to make deal with, the bad things that he's done, even though, of course, he was brainwashed, it wasn't his fault or anything. Yeah. But he's like trying to make amends, even though it wasn't his fault, for his demons. And he's like, and you have like this almost rivalry and just mutual respect between him and the new Captain America.
Right.
And then Loki trying to find out. I mean, it just seemed like it was growth, and both of them had that. I do need to grow, but just somebody else needs to be in my environment to grow. I think that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, that's deep, man. I like how you looked at it like that, and it's everything you're saying is true too. Because I like the entertainment factor about it. I'm the type of guy that watch a certain TV show, even a movie, like 13 times. Like, oh shit, that's what that means. And here you are, like, I watched it one time. Like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I figured it all out.
This guy's an asshole, and he grew up. So there you go.
I'm an artist, man. Like, if you look at like Thor 3, when like Loki started being like not so much of a tool.
Yeah.
It seemed kind of like Thor was the one. He was like I'm not gonna seem kind of like, I'm not gonna be surprised if you fuck up again, but you need something, I'm here. You keep dying, I'll still come back. But it seemed like Loki just kind of like, there's that moment I noticed. It was just like, and I haven't watched Thor Ragnarok since it came out, but it seemed just kind of like Loki was like, oh fuck, like, Thor's, Thor's here. He's not an asshole. You know, we got my sister who is an asshole. Maybe I don't have to be an asshole. You know, this guy's here for me no matter what. Sorry for the background noise. Like I said, I'm in the practice building, and I think I hear a trumpet player down the hall.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
We don't hear it, so
Yeah,
we can't over here at all.
No problem. But it was just like there just needed to be like one small thing for Loki in order for him to be a better person.
Oh.
You know, sorry if I'm getting all deep and stuff.
Oh, no, you're good, man. You're good.
I'm learning stuff. I'm like, damn, that's so true. They looking back as you talking about, going, that is so true. I didn't look at it like that.
I was gonna ask you who your favorite character in the MCU is, but it makes it sound like it's kind of Loki, to be honest.
I say Loki, the Winter Soldier, and probably Iron Man, because they all have their own sets of demons that they're trying to become better, but they're all very different.
That's a good way of looking at it. I like that, man. What
Just
about
something
you, bro?
kind of relate to.
Who I like in MCU?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
On the spot. On the spot.
I know, right? Dang. I like Iron Man, because like, you know, of course, it's this narcissistic millionaire, whatever. And like he's not this team player guy originally, and then you know, he become like this team player guy, damn near leader. And it was pretty cool. And then like, you know, with the whole what was that, the Civil War thing, which, you know, is like totally different from the comic books. Yeah. Chad put me on comic books. That shit is the shit.
Oh my god!
If you ever read it, please do read it. Like people get, you know, marriages get fucked up. That's how bad it get.
Yeah.
And so
Civil War, like
yeah. But like I like that version of it, like how they did in the MCU, and you see, you know, like Tony Stark being like, you know, though his dad treat him like shit because his dad don't accept mediocrity and all that stuff. Like you know, you pick my stock, you the shit. It is what it is. You know, and you see that, you know, Bucky Barnes killed his his parents back in the gap because, you know, he's brainwashed, and, you know, he's like, oh, I got to get this motherfucker, and come find out it's Captain America's friend. And
that was,
oh my god,
that was,
you can see how he progressed too throughout all the stories too, and that's why I think, you know, in the MCU, that's one of my favorite characters in that.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's funny. This is gonna, I swear it's gonna sound through playing this. So my favorite character in the MCU is Captain America.
Oh fuck.
which Captain America?
You said what?
Which Captain America?
Good question. Which one?
Well, I'm gonna go with the OG Captain America for now.
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers. Even though I cosplayed as both. So Steve Rogers is my favorite MCU character because I'm pretty sure you probably can tell we read comics and all that stuff, and I was never really a fan of Captain America until, like Jay said, Civil War. I read Civil War, and it gave a whole nother level to Captain America. He's not just this do-gooder type of person. He became a person that did things that he thought was right for the betterment of everyone. And you really got to see that in the MCU Captain America. That's how he was the whole entire time. And when the Civil War happened, he even betrayed his best friend. Well, I guess Iron was not his best friend, but they were really, really close. And he betrayed him to help out Bucky because Bucky was really going through something, and he didn't have any control over what he did. He couldn't help it, but it's just what happened to him. Damn. And with the whole Civil War split and everything, with the whole Sokovia Accords, Cap felt that, you know, being a superhero isn't something that needs to be controlled. It needs to be something that comes from the heart. It can't just be, oh, I want to pay you $10,000, go save these people. But then if you start doing that, then you start to really regulate, you know, to me, it's going to seem like you're regulating who gets saved and who doesn't get saved. Yeah. And that's what it seemed like they were afraid of the whole entire time, is that if the government steps in and starts trying to regulate, you know, people being superheroes, then they're not really heroes anymore.
They're soldiers now. They're soldiers.
Right. Yeah.
And I just love seeing Cap's journey throughout, even from the Civil War up until the end, like when he rolled in there. I was screaming in the theater like a child in the front row. And my kids are like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, be quiet. You're swinging there.
Man, what did you think about him, like, going back in time and all that?
Oh, I thought that was pretty cool that he did that, but when it doesn't make sense. once Loki came out, I was like, yeah, that doesn't make sense now because what's the name of the people?
Crap.
The
time thing.
The time patrol people. She'll be like, nope, Cap, nope, come on.
No.
Barrett, you dirty Barry, come on.
I'm retiring. No.
That's what I thought, after seeing Loki, I was like, wait a minute.
Loophole.
Yeah, so now, like, I don't really like it too much now because I watched that and it doesn't add up anymore. But
yeah.
I thought it was romantic in the beginning.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I thought it was romantic at first. I'm like, oh, he's going to go see Peggy. I get it. I'd go back too. But then Loki comes out and I'm like, doesn't even make sense now.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Well, I think because like him going back in time and like him still being there, it like contradicts itself because they said when you go back in time and change something, it creates a new timeline. They said that in the Avengers and in Loki. So an older Steve Rogers shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
But also, Peggy Carter was such a badass.
Yeah.
And it just kind of it takes away from that. Like she founded or co-founded SHIELD. She took over, Captain America's team. When he went, she was a total badass and did all this stuff. And Endgame just kind of made her like, I don't know, seem kind of like the damsel,
Yeah.
But,
Have you seen the Marvel have you seen the Marvel What If shows yet?
I have, yeah. Oh, the first 2 episodes that are out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't even seen the second one, so I bet it's good. But yeah, I seen the first one, man. It was pretty cool, the what ifs. And it's like, so does that mean Steve Rogers Iron Man? Well, back in I guess the war, the Great War,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I dig it.
Yeah. That was definitely cool. I would have liked to seen like a whole movie of it. Because like like what the president would have played out like. But I also realized that if they did a whole movie, a lot of it would just be like repetitive stuff.
Yeah,
that's true.
They obviously try to get around that with like montages through injury,
which is smart on their behalf. So you're right about that. That is good.
Definitely. But yeah, the second one, I think the second episode's even better. Just
all right.
You seen it?
I've seen it.
The second one is
okay. I gotta see it now because I got back to work and I was like, I gotta do stuff. All right, I can't wait to watch it then. Shoot. So question: you play video games, right? Do you?
I play Tetris.
Hey.
Oh shoot.
Hey, Tetris is amazing, man.
That's my sister's favorite game. So and I used to play her Game Boy, but like, oh my god.
Yeah. I play Miss Pac-Man.
Man, you old school. Dang.
Very old school. Well, I mean, listen to my music. I'm an Americana singer. I'm a vintage singer.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
So, have you played the newer Pac-Man on Xbox? It's like Pac-Man Arcade. It's visually impressive. It's like Pac-Man, but sometimes there's like different rules and different ways you can play. It's pretty fun. I'll play that a lot from time to time here.
I don't even have it. I don't even have a TV.
Dang, you that busy, dude? Well, you did say 20-hour day one time, so I was like, God, no, when do you sleep, right?
I mean, and I can watch my What If on my computer.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Shoot, you're busy. Yeah, dog. Man, how do you do it, man? Like, I mean, I guess you got youth because you're 20, so I guess you need to keep you going and Red Bull and water and 2 minutes of sleep and then you back out, right?
Yeah, pretty much. If you can find somebody to drive your car while you sleep in between gigs, that's very helpful.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. And something I like to tell a bunch of younger entrepreneurs or younger artists or they're trying to do something like this. If you want to get extreme results, you have to go to extreme lengths to get it.
Wow.
I'm a 20-year-old that is doing currently. I don't mean to, be a dick, but I'm doing better than I thought I would ever do in like my whole life. I never thought I'd get. I never thought, like I always wanted to, but I never thought I could actually make a decent living at music, much less a comfortable living at music. I never thought I'd have, I could walk into Walmart and people ask for my picture. I never thought that could happen,
Wow,
much less
yeah.
I'm 20 years old. But you have to go to extreme lengths to get that. If you want extreme things. And if you really want it, I strongly believe heart and soul in my music, and I believe it in my business as well. You have to have a great reason why you're doing it.
Okay.
And we all have one. It's just whether if you know it or not. I think so. A lot of people are like, well, I'm doing music, or I'm I'm writing novels because I just want to be an author. Well, explore that a little deeper, buddy. And I've heard they'll pour out their heart to me, like they'll tell this like crazy story from I don't know an old relationship or when they were a child or whatever, and I'm like, that's great. Go in a little bit deeper. And I've known artists that even they'll go to therapy for like a couple years just to find out like the root of their reason why, and they'll use that, and they'll use it every day. And I do it. I didn't go to therapy to do it, but I do it. Find that root of the reason why. Like, okay, this is why I do it. Now I can find out a little bit more of who I am as an artist, as a creator, as a businessman, and I'll follow that, and then that can lead to, how I want to achieve these, what my goals will be, more specifically, and how I'm going to achieve them, and things to, how I dress and how I act and talk. And, everything I wear was determined in a boardroom. But even my name, Charlie, came from it was a boardroom decision.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, it's a stage name.
Dang.
I just realized I never changed my Zoom handle. That's my real name.
It's right there. I guess that makes sense. Okay.
I mean, we can see it, but
Yeah.
like nobody else.
Yeah.
Like nobody else is gonna see it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. And I admire about you, man. To be honest, like during these interviews, like that I'm gonna just say it how Jeremy say it. You give a fuck. You care. You because like matter of fact, I was just having this conversation with my wife. I think Thursday. And remember, me and you went to Vegas, right? And we kind of get a little backstory behind it. And at the Vegas airport, it's a company called Konami. They used to make video games. Keywords used to because they closed their gaming division, right? Yeah. So right now, their biggest commodity, it's a Japanese company, by the way. The biggest commodity is mobile games and pachinko machines, and like they also make like slot machines. And like Chad was like, "Yo, we need to go there." And I was like, "Fuck that, I'm not going there." And he goes, "Why not?" And I'm like, "Because and I've heard stories about like how the Japanese division treat their employees, their late work. They really embarrass them. They embarrass them. They put on intercom like, hey, so and so's late, and they make them like clean up and do all kinds of demeaning stuff. But not just that, because I'm a big fan of Metal Gear. And, they made a lot of Ninja Turtle games back in the 90s. It's like 5 years of Ninja Turtles, believe it or not, of video games. And most of them came from Konami. But that was back then when they had the heart and soul and stuff. They gave a fuck. Even like with another Japanese company, Capcom. I mean, they kind of did the same trouble like back in the 90s with Street Fighter. But like they just like they don't leave money on the table. Let's just say it like that. No. They don't leave money on the table. So they all about the dollars. And I was just having that conversation with my wife the other day. I was like, yo, like, why things were good back then or sometimes even today? Because that artist or developer, talking about video games, they cared. It was something they curating because they loved it or it's a passion. And hearing you talk, man, it's deep. Like because like I like how you like tell us like each song. Like we actually to me a simple question, but you go in on it. And you're telling us your heart, your song, your mind, just everything. And it's like, this guy, he's going to go, you're going to go far. Dude.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because, and like I said, like, even like just listen to your music, I'm like I said, it's just Charlie Cope. Yeah, bitch, I'm the star. Say something else. But it's like, it's me and the band here, and these motherfuckers are talented.
And you let it show.
You let it show for real. And I'm a fan.
Thank you. And you know what, man? If you don't care, no one else is gonna.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because people can see through shit. And that's kind of like, I think why social media is such a big thing, because like we can see the bullshit.
Yeah.
And but you also can see people who like this man, this woman, like, yo, they're going through it, or like this person, I love what he or she got to say or do or whatever. And like with this interview, Chad and myself having with you, man, I can hear it. Yep. I can feel it.
Very authentic. Man.
You're very authentic.
Very.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and you know what? I can hear that like y'all are enjoying what y'all do. I mean, I know the music side and the Marvel movie side was a little bit different, but I could really hear y'all really enjoyed it, and like we were enjoying what y'all were talking about as well, and that's one of the reasons I asked y'all to get on y'all's podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Too,
thanks for the opportunity, man. And
thank you for having me.
Oh man, no problem, man. Cause like I said, man, we love music, and like I said, we thank you for bringing us the opportunity to even do a music episode. Technically, because you're a music artist, but it's like we want to get to know you, and like I want to also have a cliche ass interview. Like so who broke your heart there? Yeah. When you started doing this, and oh man, when you start sucking bottles and you start playing the guitar and shit. What the fuck, dude? Yeah. It's cliche. I hate cliche, bro. Yeah. And Chad don't talk like that, but like he's the same way. Yeah.
I just say it in a nicer way, but I don't like cliche, boring stuff either, man. I like doing stuff that's out of the box and that it's authentic and it's stuff that's true to me and Jeremy and stuff that's true to you. And I feel like that's what this interview really was, man. I've had a great time.
And and we were supposed to ask the question. You answered before we even asked it.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
What you just said about like telling people like what they should do, like go the extreme, like go hard. If you don't go hard, well, what you gonna do? If you don't care, nobody else gonna care.
Exactly.
And I was like that, and then that lit the fire on my ass, to be honest with you. And I was like, yo, man, hell yeah, you right. Let's fucking go ham.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
So
hopefully we can inspire a few of the listeners too.
Yeah. So you just lit the fire on my ass. My bad. I got a little passionate.
Oh no, that's great.
He gets heated.
You got passionate. You were carried. That's good.
Yeah, but you motivated me. So I was like, yo, you know what? You gonna go places, man. And like you said, you already doing like 100 gigs in a year, and I'm like, shit. I hope I get 100 interviews with it.
Yeah.
But besides interviews, like other stuff that Chad and myself try to curate, and with our podcast and everything like that, I do care. I just like I said, I'm glad that we interviewing you, because I was like country music. Like I said, I'm not the biggest country music, but like you said, Americana. Like, so I've heard of that genre before, but I really didn't listen to a lot of it. So I'm like, this is new to me. And like listen to your music, I'm like, this man got some dope stuff. Because I'm a hip hop head, and, and I bitch about it, And like, but he doesn't love music, so he'll bitch about a couple things.
I listen to him.
He listens to
anything as long as it's good.
And it's good. And like your music is good. It's authentic. You have a voice. Like I said, like the what you call that? What you said?
The instrumentation.
Instrumentation. To me, that's important. But also your lyrics. It carries a lot of it.
Yep.
And I'm like, this man really doing some shit.
And I really think that in my musical standing, my lyrics have always been my strong suit.
Man, keep writing, bro. Keep writing. God. And like I said, you got stuff in the bowl.
Yeah.
You said, what is that, 1,500 songs? Jeez. You got albums beyond
2,000 now.
Oh, shit. God. 2,000 songs?
What?
Well, they're not all good. There's a lot of pretty crappy songs in there. But every now and then we'll break out a few songs from the vault in the shows and just kind of sneak them in there.
Cool. See what they think. Get a little feedback on it.
You know what? I've and this I forget. It was on Instagram. Guy make music. Because like I have my own personal Instagram. Got music on it, but it's nothing cool. I'm alright. The dude said, and I think also my cousin told me this stuff, and I think he said he heard it from Quincy Jones. When it comes to music, and like you're saying, because like I said, it's not all good. Even if it's not good, still put something out. Like still like either write it or make a beat or whatever. Because I think what they're trying to say is basically just exercise that muscle, your music muscle, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm hearing what you're saying without you even saying. You said like 2,000 songs. That's a lot of fucking songs.
Yeah, that's.
And like you said, like you say, yeah, they're not all good. But like from time to time, I pull some of the bad boys out to play the gigs. Well, not just that, like you said. A Charlie Cope concert, it's gonna be the shit. Because it ain't what you heard on the radio. Y'all hear that, ladies and gentlemen? It's not the same shit. Go listen to this man. Shit.
Yes, definitely come out to the shows. It's a big event, and sometimes we'll do like, one time I did like a scavenger hunt in the venue.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and so whoever did won the scavenger hunt, I bought them beer for the night.
Damn,
Stuff like that. Yeah, so I try to have fun with the audience. I want them to have a reason to come out, and I want them to feel the music, and I want them to have a good time. Working your ass off. It's COVID right now, or Delta, or whatever the fuck's going on. Yeah, whatever apocalypse we're on this week.
Yeah.
And come on out and have some fun.
Yeah, I like that, man.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I like that spirit. Yeah, that's why I said you're gonna go far, man. With that kind of spirit and that kind of attitude, man, you're gonna do great things.
You have all this energy off an hour and a half of sleep, which is even more amazing upon itself.
Enjoy that youth and enjoy all that, man. Because I'm 34, and I thought I could still hang sometimes. I'm like, I can't even drink another beer right now. I'm like, oh my God, it sucks. Enjoy that, man.
Yeah, I didn't even have time to grab coffee or tea before I left. So.
Oh wow.
But I'm so used to it. When I was recording the album, my drummer asked me, "So, did you sleep last night?" Every day he would ask me that.
Wow.
I think we saw each other like every day.
Yeah. Dang. But he also sounds like he care. I do meant to ask you, do you like have like the same band, or like is it different bands you play with? Like I meant to ask you that earlier.
So I have played with pickup bands. So like you'll play a venue or a gig at a venue, and you'll meet the band that night that you play.
Oh, okay.
That's a little different. That's usually like you have to send the music into them, and I haven't done that in a long time.
Wow.
I have my backing band, the other guys. So it's a backing band that I hire. I put together myself, and a lot of times we'll have substitutes, that sort of thing. In case, maybe somebody has COVID or somebody can't make it, or, whatever. So we'll have a lot of substitutes, and I'll play with a few other bands because I play all sorts of different instruments. A lot of people know me from when I was younger. I was a bass player in a country music band called Straight Out of Austin.
Awesome. Like it.
I was also a bass player in a Foo Fighters cover band, or a guitar player in a Foo Fighters cover band.
Nice. Love the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, we were called the Foo Flingers.
Oh.
That's dope.
Yeah, but I'll try to, music should be shared, so I've even had like people from the audience come up. Turns out that they were musicians, like, hell man, we got some spare guitars, grab one, let's go.
Really? I've always wondered if people really did that. Man.
I've had to go really bad, and I've had to go really well.
Oh, really?
When it really.
I try to save it for the end of the night when everybody's had enough to drink.
Yeah.
Smart. Smart.
Yeah. I've done a lot of walk-ons. So like a band that maybe has a smaller fan base than I do will actually hire me to come out for like one or two songs, or if they're friends, sometimes I'll just, their buddies, so I'll do it for free.
Yeah.
And I actually think it was in Houston. I did a show, and then I did like 3 walk-ons at 3 different venues, and then I went and played a smaller show. And like, yeah. So those are always fun because they're always wanting to play one of my songs when I do a walk-on.
Oh wow.
But I'm like, after that, I'm like, hey guys, what else y'all know? Let's play some blues, whatever. 12-bar blues in, I don't know, in B major. Yeah, let's do it.
Dang.
Yeah,
so how hard is it to because it sounds like it can be difficult because I know like music you gotta have a symmetry, and you're playing like your band, people you never met, like you got similar music, and you're like, hey, I'm Charlie, and then like, hey, I'm Mike, or whatever the hell. Is it hard for you, or is it like, man, you so good at you can just meet these people, y'all have a couple practice runs, and then boom, y'all do it. How hard is that?
Well, you have to prepare for it in advance, because it's my name on the marquee, it's my name in line, so it's my, I'm the guy that's signing everybody's paycheck. So at the end of the day, I am the boss, and good or bad, so it's all the responsibility is on me. So I'll arrange the set list so it's things that are simple and easy. If we play a Tom Petty song with a pickup band,
Yeah.
I'd either write the charts out for them, or I'd give them like the legit charts from Tom Petty, and I'd play it just like that,
Yeah.
so that we don't mess up. But I'd also make sure that they're decent musicians.
Okay.
I give them the charts to my songs. I really don't do that very often anymore. I used to do it a lot when I was younger. I think it was before I was even playing guitar. I was just singing.
Oh.
That was a lot easier because they play whatever. I'll just, I'll sing. If you mess up, you're messing up together, so no one would really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I'll just sing in front of you. But these days, it's mostly my backing band that I hire, which are mostly UNT or UNT students or UNT recent alumni. So these guys, they know my tunes. A lot of them are playing on the record, and I'll write out charts for them so they're well prepared, and I'll rehearse with them as much or as at least somewhat. And if they want additional rehearsals, I'm here for them. Because a lot of the musicians I play with, I do give them a lot of times if I need a guitar player for that night or whatever, and there's a younger dude, I get messages all the time, probably 3-4 times a week from musicians like, hey, I'd love to play with you, that sort of thing. And so I'll every now and then I will check them out and be like, all right, yeah, you got some skill. Looks like you got your basics covered. I got a small show, I don't know, a month from now. I need a substitute. Come on out. Here's the pay. I'll feed you, all that sort of thing. Here's a set list and all.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't, I'll always have some stuff set up because I have to make the show good.
Yeah.
So I'll always have some backup plans upon backup plans.
Got you.
Smart man.
So I have one more question. Other than money, because I figured that's just
Standard.
That is standard. What's one goal you have that you want to obtain from being a musician? Like, what's the one thing that you want to happen?
I want to connect with as much people as humanly possible.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Damn.
And I can tell that from your music and just from this interview that you're really all about connecting with people. And like Jay was saying before, your lyrics are really deep and meaningful. And
Yeah.
so I can see that.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I most of the interviews, it's cool that y'all didn't mention it. Like you said, it's not cliche. But a lot of the interviews I do, they'll talk about like my past with like drug abuse or alcohol abuse or whatever, and or like difficult relationships or whatever, and basically hard times. A lot of people might know I was homeless for a little while. I'm not now. I'm fine now. But
yeah, you see it right, baby.
but singing about difficult times, all these songs, if you look at the lyrics and all of it, they are very serious. And the shows are a little bit more lighthearted, they're fun. We'll crack jokes in between songs, that sort of thing, or even in the middle of songs. And these songs are pretty serious. They're pretty deep and emotional, like you were saying. And I want to connect with other people that maybe, they've had, they've been homeless before, or they are homeless now, or they've had alcohol abuse or drug abuse or whatever.
Right.
And that's why I wear these. Because I want to connect with them and let them know that they're, there's other people that have gone through this. I might not gone through the exact same thing as you, but I've gone through this, and hopefully it's similar, and I can hopefully help people feel like they're not alone and they're understood.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Especially with COVID, I've heard terrible things with, obviously everything isn't shut down anymore, but like AA meetings and NA meetings, a lot of went virtual, and a lot of people just didn't want to do it over Zoom.
Yeah,
it sucked because I actually met a guy back in May. And he's a veteran. 'Cause I'm a veteran, and he's a veteran too. And he was like, "Yo, talk to this guy from the VA," and he's a cool dude. But yeah, I missed yesterday's meeting because we do it every Friday just to see how we doing and all that good stuff, right? It's weird, and like this is my first time doing anything with the VA. And it's kind of weird, I got my phone, I'm sitting with my phone, and I be at work, so I ain't gonna lie. So I thank God it kind of worked out. But like I did local because I'm a truck driver, so I was just kind of up and down the truck, so I can't really just talk to those dudes like that. But it's kind of weird. Like I'm looking at all these dudes on my phone, including the VA counselor. But it's also cool to connect to. At least we have the technology to do it.
Yeah.
But like you said, it is kind of weird to do like AA or VA meetings or any kind of meeting nowadays. Like even like this, like I really wanted us to be face to face and have like a camera and shake hands and like what's up, But I mean, at least we making something happen. I am grateful.
You know what? I am gonna be in Houston on not the next tour, but the tour after that. So I could always do a second part in person if you like.
If you really want to, because like you said, you're so if you really want to, we'll be there for you, man. We're gonna see each other, bring the wives, drink some beers.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, hell yeah.
Definitely do that. But yeah, a lot of those meetings, and over Zoom, they might not have the same effect.
Yeah.
So I've known a lot of people that have that were dealing with like depression or something like that, especially with what I know is mainly alcohol and narcotics addictions. I know a lot of people that have slipped back into it. They've relapsed since COVID and the pandemic. I've known people that have OD'd. I know people that have even committed suicide since then. I know that's really deep. I'm sorry, but
no, you're good, man.
One thing I really wanted to do with my music was to try to reach people that are going through those hard times and connect with them so they know that they're understood and there's someone out there that's going through other things. And I don't want to say more like I was homeless before and I'm fine now, or I had this addiction and I'm recovering from this addiction and I'm good now. I just wanted to be like, this is where I was during that situation. So you're not alone. You are understood. No matter what you're going through, even if it is different. And try to connect with them as much as I humanly can.
I hear by you telling me all that, a second album or a specialty album, for those who connect with that. Like I'm hearing it. Yeah. Something to think about. But no, damn, that's deep. It's really deep, man. And beautiful. Yeah. And I hope you do reach your goal and beyond, with that, man. Because that's wow. Yeah, that's very admirable. Very. Because you don't hear, you hear some people say it, but like they're not saying it like how you saying it. It's like, I went through it, but I also want to like reach those people and talk to those people and like make sure, let them know, hey, everything's okay. You ain't gotta go through all that alone. Yeah. Man, that's deep. So I got one question, actually a few questions, man. Hey, where can people find you? Give out your socials. Even I guess like venues, like how they can reach you to book a gig with you, man. Like put that information out.
Yeah, let us know.
Oh yeah. So you can find everything on my Google Knowledge panel. If you just Google my name, Charlie Cope.
Okay.
Cope is in how do you cope with all this amazing music. My Instagram, which is also in there, is the real Charlie Cope. My Twitter is the Charlie Cope. It helps to make sure it is the correct one. There's a couple fan accounts and a couple fake accounts every now and then, so it always helps to make sure it's the right one. Okay. Website, Charlie Cope Music. If you Google my name, first thing that comes up.
Because I did it. Yeah. So he's right.
Yeah. I'm the good-looking dude in the camo hat with the beard. That. If you see that picture, that's me.
Like you made it to the right place.
Yeah. You hear that, ladies?
Yeah. And taking girlfriend applications. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. This interview been amazing.
Oh man,
I enjoy it.
That's so much fun, man.
It is.
You're a good dude, man.
You're a good soul, man.
Appreciate it. Oh, and check out the Fusion Podcast, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, man.
Am I pronouncing that right? Fusion
High? Fusion High.
It's Fusion High, yeah.
I just wanted to double check. Yeah.
Like like from Dragon Ball Z, the anime, they do the fusion dance. Fusion High.
Oh, okay. I've never really watched Dragon Ball Z, but I used to. When I was a kid, I lived with another family, and they watched it. Okay, yeah, like the fusion dance. Yeah,
I
get you.
Yeah. See, you get it.
Oh my god, yeah. I haven't seen that since I was like 10 years old. It's been so long. Oh my god, I can't believe I remembered that.
I just got done watching Majin Buu Saga with my wife last week. Matter of fact, man, I just watched. Dude, that's a long ass saga.
It's super long.
And like I said, the dance is like 3 episodes just to learn a damn dance. It's like Jesus Christ, man! I can't do this. Stupid kids get it,
dude. That show, I get a lot of people like it, but they just talk. To me,
Yeah.
it just feels like we're just gonna stand here and talk about fighting. And I was like 10 years old. I was like, man, fuck this.
Like somebody hit somebody.
I'm stronger than you. I'm stronger than you. Prove it.
Right.
Just
Somebody hit somebody.
But hold
right?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a middle school fight. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna kick your ass. No, I'm gonna kick your ass. Do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it get like that. Exactly. You know, like I said, I'm 34 and I was watching my wife and I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
they're fighting the same dudes for 10 episodes. Yeah, so yeah, it gets like that.
Yeah.
But it's a classic.
The Boo Saga is really
Yeah.
bad about that.
Oh,
It's- me and Eddie were talking about that last night. We were talking about
man.
how Akira Toriyama, he was having somebody else kind of like, he was pretty much his higher ups were being so hard on him about doing it.
Oh,
So it was
wow.
making it harder on him
to write a fight
Yeah.
scene? Oh,
and it was just
I just want somebody to hit somebody,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, you can see the Boo Saga
I'm like
all
you.
over the place. Yeah. Hit him, please.
Oh my God. If you don't punch this guy, we'll go outside and play.
You know, if they actually shortened it down and they just got rid of all the access talking, they'd
Yeah.
only have like 2 or 3 episodes a season.
Almost, pretty much, yeah.
That's what
Right, yeah.
Dragon Ball Kai is. It's just they just look. We're gonna take out all the filler and fluff, and we're gonna get down to business, and that's what it is.
And like you said, it'd be like 2 to 3.
Yeah,
If we're lucky, maybe 6
Yeah.
episodes per season. You're right, like per like saga. So yeah. So they kind of.
Well, I mean, I guess I'd prefer quality over quantity.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I guess quantity is good if you want something like in the background, I guess.
yeah,
It's sometimes some animes can do it.
yeah.
A lot of them can't. To be
Yeah.
honest with you,
Yeah.
a lot of them can't. It's weird.
And there's like a lot of those shows, right? Like
Oh,
variations.
of Dragon
Yes,
Ball,
yes.
yeah. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball,
GT,
GT.
GT. I do too.
Dragon Ball Super,
Super.
which is like the newest iteration of it, which is actually pretty good. That one's a lot of
actually-
people like more because of what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's
actually.
not so much talk. It's talk. We're gonna fight, and we're gonna do a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
And yeah, because a lot of people have that same complaint about Dragon Ball. Because like Jay, he said him and his wife were watching. Me and my
Yeah.
kids are watching it, and my son loves Dragon Ball now. But because he started off with Dragon Ball Super, I'm like, man, you gotta watch Dragon Ball Z, man. Come on. He's like, they should talk a lot on here. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, man, no, it's true.
It's true. Yeah. I like how we landed on Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z,
that's amazing.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But you
What?
know what, man?
Don't you
I've
guys
only
like
seen like, walking through the room, seen a couple episodes. I've never
Yeah.
really like watched it, So
Nah.
I don't really know what I'm talking about.
No, that's
I
true.
know.
But my mom, as a kid, my mom used to be like, dude, they all freaking look the same. What the hell is going on here? And I was like, well, that's Vegeta, and that's Goku, and that's this. Yeah, just stop. You're wasting your time because they all look the same to me. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So that's how it is with that, man. And like I said, like he's the guy that Chad here came with the name Fusion Hop. So I was like, I want to do a podcast with you, and like I want to talk about this, and this, and this. And it's like, all right. And I was like, what's the name? And I'm like, I suck at naming. I barely naming kids. So so he go Fusion Hot. And like when he said that, my head go, yes, because it's a fusion of everything.
Yeah, because I was trying to think, I'm like, man, what can we like? I don't know, C&J podcast. That sounds dumb. I don't know. So I'm like, fusion. Like, so maybe it should be something with anime, something with because we like anime a lot. I'm like,
Yeah.
fusion.
Yeah.
It's the fusion
Yeah.
of everything.
So like I said, it's, this podcast is about music, anime, video games, wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah. Hold up.
Okay.
Before we get the hell out of here,
Yeah.
because you said you watch live TV, and I was kind of like, I can't ask him half these questions. But you watched TV growing up.
Yeah.
So have you watched wrestling growing up, or even to this day? Have you?
You know what? Not so much wrestling, but I've always been really into boxing.
Okay.
Okay.
Who was your favorite boxer then?
I know it's so stereotypical. Everybody, yeah. But I love watching the old Muhammad Ali fight.
Oh man.
Well, that's not stereotypical. He's a beast. So I mean, it makes sense.
He was a man. He was a man. That's like most wrestlers. Like either two wrestlers. People like wrestling. It's one or two. If it came to like our fathers, it'd be like Ric Flair. If it came to like our fathers to us, it'd be like freaking Hulk Hogan. So
Yeah.
but those guys are the beasts of their industry, just like Muhammad Ali's a beast in boxing. So I get why. Do old rope a dope dance around people, talking that mad trash. I mean, 'cause he was doing wrestling before wrestling was cool, because he would do promos and talk all that good shit. But then also back it up and fuck somebody else.
Proceed to put them into the ground.
Yes. So no, it's a reason why. It's a reason.
Yeah.
So cliche answer. No, I get why.
Yeah, and you know what? And I know we've talked about this like 3 times already, but
What's that?
he had heart and soul. He wasn't just fighting because like I want to be a boxer or because I want to win. He was using his standpoint, for civil rights and making the world a better place. And he was, it was important that he won. It was, historically changing that he won.
Yeah, because I still can't believe what he did, because I can't see very many people giving up what he gave up.
Yeah,
but he had to.
Yeah.
Well, he felt that he had to.
And I was this is TV show on Vice network. It's called Dark Side of the Ring. They talk about like the bad times in wrestling, right? And they had this one episode. I actually like this episode. I've heard about it before of this incident. So WCW and Antonio Inoki, who's like the founder of New Japan Wrestling. But anyway, they had a collaboration to go to Korea. Now the higher ups in WCW didn't know, but Eric Bischoff, who was like running the show at the time, kind of like got Ric Flair and a couple other guys and Flash, Tuco Scorpio or Flash Punk in WWF. Anyway, guess who else was there? Muhammad Ali, and it was like the best thing to those wrestlers. Slash the Korean people. Yeah. And the story is crazy. Yeah, you gotta I'm not gonna tell you the whole story, but like it was like his presence made every freaking thing better. Down to the wrestlers, down to some of the Koreans they seen, because Antonio Inoki and Muhammad Ali actually had fought, and that was a fiasco. That's a whole different story. But like they did some great stuff out there. Cause also because of him, just him walking through, he was just that guy.
Yep.
So I see why you like him. And I see why everybody talk about him. Like I'm saying, like you hear this guy about wrestling, music, everything, and like you said, because he just have soul and he had heart and he believed in something. And he just ran with it. And so it's not a cliche answer. It's not like I'm just like everybody else. No, there's a reason. I get it. That motherfucker was a goat. I have no respect. That man was a freaking beast. He was a goat. Yeah, everything good. So I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry for that long-winded ass stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just validating your answer.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's not a whole lot I'm into outside of music, man. But it was old boxing, that stuff, man.
Shit.
And I also know this is another cliche and all that, but the Rocky movies.
Oh really? Man, dang, that's dope.
Yeah. I still haven't seen the second Creed though. I got to see it.
The second Creed is good. It took me a while to watch it too. I think I just watched it during quarantine. There's nothing else to do, so I was like, I'm gonna watch a bunch of movies I've been meaning to watch, and I watched that one. It was actually pretty good, man. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I just really don't have much time for that sort of TV or anything. The only time I actually do watch TV is if I'm like folding laundry or doing the dishes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes there's like, there's a lot of like tedious work in music. Like if I'm making like concert flyers or something like that, that doesn't take a lot of brain power. It just takes, time.
Yeah.
So I have no problem putting, splitting my screen, seeing a movie. Yeah.
That's cool, man. But that just, that tells me that you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You ain't got time for that luxury because like, like I said, I work a lot late nights too. So all I have, that's what I'm saying. Like all I have is weekends to do these podcasts with Chad and interviewing people like you. That means you're doing something, making money, or you're going to your goal or whatever you're trying to do in life. That you're trying to attain. So that's great. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
So also to reassure, it's like no, there's nothing wrong.
It means you're all in, man. Yeah. You're all in, and you believe in yourself. You believe in your dream, and you're doing everything you can to make it happen.
And it's not like you're doing everything right.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Well, I'm not doing everything right. I'm still messing up a lot, but
hey, man.
Hey, that's part of the journey.
Like I say, man, pressure creates diamonds, bro. So like, hey, sometimes you gonna feel that pressure. You might slip up. Like, trust me. It's been days, like Chad be wanting to do his podcast. I'm like, man, I ain't doing that shit. I'm tired. Because like I'm just not there or something else happens. So it is what it is. It's part of life. That's how I look at that. So hell yeah. To me, you're doing everything right. You're gonna drop, you're gonna fumble sometimes, or you're gonna fuck up or whatever. That comes with it. In the words of Bob Ross, did you learn? Did you learn from your mistakes? Happy accidents or whatever you want to call them shits, man. Shoot, yeah. Well, this has been great.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Man. thank you again for coming on, man. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, man. Next time you're out in Houston, we're gonna do this thing live and in person.
Yeah, give us, call if you have the energy, you have the energy, or if you have the energy, like, hey, man, we do it live. See, also like let us know when we have a concert, so we can take the wives and drink beer and watch you at work, bro. We would love to see that.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and because y'all do it only on the weekends, I'm definitely gonna be playing.
Okay, hell yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, I could do this, and then I could head out to the venue.
Okay,
sweet.
Man,
I love it.
Sounds great.
Well, it's been great. So
yeah.
Go ahead, all right, man. Well, I'm Chad,
and I'm Jeremy.
This is Fusion High, and we're out.
Ha!
Fusion, yeah! Ha! Fusion fam, what's up? It's your boy Chad. That was a good podcast, right? Thanks again, Charlie Cope, for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. And this is his brand new song, Breaking Down Never Felt So Good. Check it out and watch the podcast. It's Fusion High, and we out. Yahoo!
Said I love you till the day I die, but you said I don't think you should. But I don't give a damn when the rest of town stands. Breaking down never felt so good. Breaking down never felt so good. Breaking down never felt so good. Oh, we couldn't stop ourselves even though I know we should. Breaking down never felt so good. Woo! Got out of class and stepped on the gas. Dazzle cowgirl boots on my dash. I'm from Houston and no one would know. You snuck off now to places we used to go. Yes, a guy like me wasn't exactly your style. The only thing you ever did that was wild. You stole it, I was us, all that was us. And you go back to loving more things be just the way it was. Breaking down never felt so good. Breaking down never felt so good. Oh, we couldn't stop ourselves even though I know we should. Breaking down never felt so good. Hey! Breaking down never felt so good. Breaking down never felt so good. Oh, we couldn't stop ourselves even though I know we should. Breaking down never felt so good. Breaking down never felt so good. Breaking down never felt so good. Oh, we couldn't stop ourselves even though Lord knows we should. Breaking down never felt so good.